down to the Whitney and saw the biennial. Well, there was a woman, a painter that I really like. Well, she had a show up at the New Museum for which she had painted 17 new works. So I really wanted to go see that. It's just one room, and that was probably my favorite. Going and seeing these shows in New York, it was really inspiring. Walked in these museums, these galleries, and I felt like myself, right? Like it was just me and the things that I like. I picked this career because there are moments when I'm teaching something really difficult, or, I literally get to see like the light bulb go off, right, in people's head when they finally understand what is this idea of being with a capital B. I knew that I wanted to have kids. I knew that I wanted to be a worker of some kind. I thought strategically an academic would be a good career to have. I had a single mom who worked and just wasn't there a lot of the time. I find a lot of personal satisfaction in just being around. Even the parts that seem like extra, when they're sleeping or, when they're playing and you're not even in the same room, I find it really rewarding just to be present. There are those like really distinct moments where you're not looking at the clock and you're not worried about getting somewhere and you're not thinking about, am I damaging them psychologically? Have they had enough to eat? Is that organic enough? What's the toxic level of that cleaner that I've used? And you're just there and you're just in it and you just see them smile back at you.
I currently work as a design producer for the brand team. I get to work with designers and I get to help facilitate them getting lost, so to speak, in their creative world and to really spend time brainstorming new ideas. Whereas I'm kind of keeping time, keeping schedule, and making sure that we're handing off deliverables. My husband and I were invited with a bunch of other veterans and they flew us out to San Francisco. I was mind blown. It's a creative industry, it's fast paced. I have the same goals and missions. This is where I need to be.
Where'd you go?
I'm not here.
Okay. Is that school?
Now we need to.
Do you want to
now we
rest
have to split out. Okay, sister? Okay.
Oh no, my pack. And my head. Where is it?
I'm wearing braces, so I can't just eat cookies whenever I want like you.
Mom.
Okay, sorry though. Thank you.
When I hear the word mama, like, mama, watch me, or just look at me, and they find me so important.
Look how I make the sandwich.
How?
This is so amazing. How could you live without this?
I want to work. I feel excited about the work I do. Submitting these really great business proposals and getting big wins, it's a really big part of me. I like feeling I can make impact somewhere. I'm in charge of fund development for critical programs for the poor in both Colombia and the Philippines. I felt the need to work with women who didn't necessarily have the networks, the connections to pull themselves up from their bootstraps. They just need a little bit of help. I'll be in New York City in the next couple of weeks, and then Mexico City in a month, and then possibly Argentina. Mine, or is that yours?
First it's mine.
Okay, you want to put on your choo-choo?
So then you do like this.
Okay. What am I doing? Like this?
Like this.
I set for myself several goals, like metrics, so that I would be able to achieve what I wanted to achieve professionally, but still have kids. Goal number 1 was deposit my dissertation, get pregnant. Getting a tenure track job in art history is extremely competitive. For my job in particular, there were more than 250 applications. You have to overperform to get hired. And then you add to that the fact that I was pregnant. And so I had to overperform because of my pregnancy, lest they think that I was slacking off somehow. So perfect timing, and the baby would be born over the summer. Take any time off, I could go right back to teaching. Everything would be great. Luciano was 12 days late. He was the only deadline I ever missed.
Becoming a director, I was really hitting my peak, and I needed to start working on trying to eventually have a baby. Getting pregnant was like the happiest thing that ever happened to me. Derek? Yeah. Love you, Derek.
I want this.
You want what? What do you want?
I to squeeze you down.
You want to squeeze me down? What? Oh, you want to... Oh. Derek! Let me see you. When I was pregnant, I managed a team of 4 people that I trained and developed, working with really innovative companies that are all about sustainable sourcing. So there's a care about the environment, there's care about the people who are farming. I felt really connected to the clientele that I worked with. Just case in point, at my last job, when I returned from maternity leave, they actually hired a VP above me while I was on maternity leave, a male that I had not even spoken to. And I wasn't even part of the process of interviewing because they felt like now that I'm returning back, like what would have been my focus and commitment, so they had to bring someone above me. I don't manage a team. I don't have any decision-making power. I actually report to a director.
A lot of academics I know are also perfectionists. We're like the overachievers. We go to like school for decades, and we are at the front of the classroom, and we're taking notes, and we want to impress everyone. And then I got this baby that was not the baby I expected. I was teaching a graduate seminar, pumping 7 times a day. I pumped in the car driving on 101. I had to get up at 5 a.m. to leave to beat the traffic. It was just a disaster. I reached out to my advisor, and I was really anxious about, how am I going to do this without stopping my clock? How am I going to make sure that I don't have a gap in my CV? I'll never forget. He said, it was fine. I had kids when I was up for tenure, and I just remember, I just went to my office and I just took a lot of naps in the office, and that was fine. And I just got so angry. And I remember I said, put Marianne on the phone, right, which is his wife, because I thought, what do you know, right, about having a baby at home and all the pressures of pumping and not sleeping and trying to teach, and and you already have authority in the classroom. The minute you walk in, right, you have authority. I just thought, like, I just want to give this baby back. Like, I don't want this baby right now.
My mother raised me with the idea that being a mother is one of the greatest things that you could do in the world. You're not going to get a husband if you don't know how to cook. You need to keep a clean house. Before I had children, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom until they went to kindergarten. Mother's at home with them. I'm the one teaching them. I don't want anyone else to be teaching them. I knew I wanted to be a mother, but I was losing the identity of being a working woman. Even when I was at home with them, I always still wanted to do something. And I think that's why I signed up for the MBA program. I was at home with this newborn that just wouldn't stop screaming, and I didn't know what to do. I'm this person who can do anything and everything, and yet I can't even do this. I knew that I was going to break. Having an au pair has been a really great experience. However, I think what I didn't anticipate and why having an au pair or someone who takes care of your kids and lives with you, because this person really truly becomes part of the family, you realize that you're missing things that you wish you had seen, and you're kind of giving up that aspect of being the first person there if they fall down and kiss away their tears.
But I do think the lighting investment is absolutely worth it, even in that space, because that will help. It'll help the Instagram.
My first child, I put off my book. I was pregnant with my second, and I, thought, wow, like, I really want to spend more time with the second as a baby than I got to with the first. I went back too soon, and I thought, how can I do this but not miss out on the babiness? I'll get it. I'll just hire a nanny. I'll only work when she's sleeping, and then I'll get all the baby stuff in. And then I realized the thing that I missed with the second was I missed just holding her while she was sleeping. I never did that. I never held her while she was sleeping.
Sometimes feel guilty because he says he misses me. Actually, when they drive the car in, I could hear the garage, and then I could hear him calling for me. And I'm upstairs on a Skype call with the Philippines team, and I'm hearing my son go, "Mama, Mama," and then I could hear my husband yelling for me, and I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm still on a phone call.
You want to start going that way? 从那边走.
I can't go.
You can't go. Why?
And he flied out here.
Okay. There, Daddy fixed the train track. 你要不从那边走?
I feel guilty when I don't get to go to the Academy of Science and spend 3 hours and seeing his eyes like light up, seeing the white alligator. I feel like sometimes I miss out on those moments, and my husband will send me photos and it's like I'm there but I'm not, and then they'll call me and then he just says like, "I love you, Mommy," and I'm thinking like, oh my God, I'm working. What am I doing? Why am I working on a Saturday? I should be at the zoo. I should be at the academy. What am I doing?
Boxing.
Yeah, boxing.
I love boxing.
What's that word?
Basquiat.
Basquiat.
Boxing balance.
Who's that? Have I done a good job as a parent? Do you know what that is? This is a test.
When are they gonna do boxing?
Beyonce. That's Beyonce.
Oh, here it is.
There she is.
Oh no.
That's boxing. All the Beyonce are together
Oh,
at the
there it
end.
is. Beyonce.
That's Beyonce?
No.
You're failing this test.
No,
No son of mine.
That's right.
Basquiat.
Basquiat, whatever.
Whatever.
What is that?
It's just my life's work.
I want to pick something.
Pick what you want. We're gonna hit the limit here of that. We don't like that. You wanna stop now?
Yes.
Thank you for stopping.
What's in it?
Luciano Sagese.
What?
That's it. You're done. You're done.
What?
No, because I asked you not to do it and you did it anyway. Get the cards. Did you shuffle them?
What's wrong?
Who ruined it? You ruined it. Why did Rose ruin it? Oh, awesome. For a long time, I felt frustrated. Like, why am I not able to do this? Why can't I do this? Why can't I compete? Why can't I do the fellowships? Why can't I get the position? Why can't I get the publication? Am I not trying hard enough? It was never built in that I would have a family, that you would be able to do both of these things. I feel like the deck is kind of stacked against me. Can you move this for me?
No.
Are you strong enough?
Yeah. First, let me get this.
Because I do set so many goals or challenges for myself, which might seem like a good thing, and then I overdo it, it starts to become a burden and overwhelms me, and I get really stressed out about everything. I think I've reached the breaking point for sure.
With every baby, there's always been this moment where you're reminded of how things haven't changed. After maternity leave, I get this email from my dean and it says, "Oh, I hear you're interested in being graduate chair. You should know that we're taking nominations now." And I thought, well, that's strange because this is the same dean that told me I would come back as graduate chair. I felt like I was pressured to give me up my administrative position so that I could take this other position that was promised to me. And, you know, I really feel that I'm being punished for taking time off. At this point, you know, I went from undergrad chairship on my way to graduate chairship to nothing.
Here, Conrad. You want this one? Here, do you want to color him?
I'm not very good at artist.
Well, I think you're a pretty good artist, but you just need to practice.
It was just really hard for me to say that I couldn't do it. I even called my sister and I said, I'm taking the semester off and I'm just going to relax. She was like, Cass, you're only 4 classes. What are you doing? Like, knock it out. And then when you're done, you're done.
Lon has what?
Black hair.
Yeah, she does.
Oh!
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
Put
It's all right.
on
It's all right.
yours.
It's okay. Here, Conrad, do you want to color in here? Here, you have to get water and you have to get the paints. Here we go. Here, do you want me to help you? Check it out.
All right.
See? Here. There. They're all kind of wet. It's okay. It's okay.
I promise I will mix them up.
Thanks, Anna.
I promise. I really
Oops.
promise.
Here, let's move this a little bit so you have some space. It's okay. It's all right. Do you want a new paper? Which one do you want? Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
Look at this.
It's okay. You know what? It's fine.
No.
He doesn't know. He's just a baby. He doesn't know. It's okay. It's okay.
So why am I even doing this? Why am I doing this MBA? What am I going to do with it? I'm not going to let this job go. You know, I really like working here. I'm obviously not going to let my family go. I have to give something up, and it's going to be school. And I think it's just hard because I've just always had this mentality, if I don't do anything, then I'm nothing.
It can be heartbreaking, but to realize that, you know, you're not special. You know, you're not. Here I am, a tenured professor with, you know, an administrative position, giving international lectures, winning national book awards, and I still get punished. Is that I realized that no matter what I did, this was going to happen. You know, that it was inevitable. I accept my place in sort of this history of other women. I'm part of this tribe, people that fight despite the fact that it seems to do nothing.